to elastic. Something I'm not sure you have. He coughs. 3 months at best. Now let's pause here. Did he really say that? Slipping it in the way a disreputable restaurant slips an extra bottle of wine on the bill, hoping you won't notice. My ears are ringing. I try to ignore the bile that's rising in my throat, but it's unrelenting. Dr. Mackenzie, I splutter. I'm afraid I may throw up. He shoots me a panicked glance and makes an old man's slow-mo dive behind his desk, knocking his elbow. Ouch! I feel his pain. He hands me a grey metal bin. I stare into it. He waits a polite moment. My every cell is focusing on the bin. A discarded Snickers wrapper sits among scrunched balls of paper. I retch, then throw up. My head is pounding. Dr. Mackenzie passes me some tissues and a glass of water he has on standby. Take your time, he says. But I don't have any. I sip slowly, trying to take stock. So you don't think treatment is worth pursuing? I've made some inquiries, Jennifer, but I don't want to raise your hopes. And I have to warn you, it's not a cure. His voice floats around the acrid air, landing in my consciousness in snatches. Even if. It may only. The words crashing against my ears. I don't want to hear them. The walls of his office close in on me, grey and bleak, devoid of distinguishing features. Like him. He's been my doctor for more than 30 years. He was my family's doctor. And I know nothing more about him than these 4 grey walls. Oh, and he probably grabs Snickers bars for lunch. There's not a single family photo or pet portrait, or anatomical diagram. Not even some terrible poster that might put me off smoking. Not that I smoke, by the way, but still, it would have been nice to have something to distract my attention. I've lost all track. He finishes. His voice is not one of enthusiasm. I'm just trying to be honest with you, Jennifer, he says, propping the glasses back on his nose. You need to understand the prognosis. You need to be prepared. For what, Doctor? Thank you, I say. Dr. Mackenzie stands up and opens a window. I'm staring at the pale vinyl floor, turning back and forth in the swivel chair. I realise I'm still gripping the bin and put it down, sliding it away from under my nose. But Dr. Mackenzie, are you sure? I mean, I just feel tired. No pain, just tired. And maybe a bit bloated. Are you sure it's not IBS? Or CFS? Or... I sound like I'm making a plea for an acronym. I am. Anything but a bloody osis. No pun intended. I have the results of your blood tests right here, Jennifer, he says, holding up the neat set of papers. Evidence for the prosecution. I wish I could tell you something different, but I'm afraid it's very advanced. Plea overruled. He emits a weary sigh, then deals the guilty verdict. I'm really sorry. I wish you had come in sooner. I gasp inside my head. I'm 43 years old, and I've just been told I'm not going to make it to 44 because I missed a deadline. I want to cry. No, I will not cry. I mustn't. I'm trained. I'm in HR. I don't do conspicuous emotion. Besides, this must be tough for him. I don't need to make it any tougher. I'm sorry too, I say. He slides a clutch of leaflets across his desk like a croupier does his chips. These might help you, he says, his voice mellowing. I smile stiffly and toss them carelessly into my handbag, preferring the bin if I'm honest, and watch as he scribbles out a prescription. The chemist around the corner has everything. This should see you through for now. For now.